Hello, everyone. I'm Anna, and welcome to English Logic Studio. I'm so thrilled you've joined me today. I've prepared something really special. We're going to explore 10 incredibly useful English expressions that you can begin using immediately in your daily conversations. These phrases will help you sound more natural and confident when chatting with English speakers. Don't worry if some of these expressions are unfamiliar. That's exactly why we're here together. By the end of our session, you'll understand exactly when and how to use each one. Before we start, please hit that like button and subscribe for more fun English tips just like this one. Let's get started. Let's start with, how is it going? This is a friendly way to ask someone how they are. It's more casual than, how are you? For example, you can say, how's it going, Sarah? Or, hey, how's it going? I use this with my friends all the time. It's a great way to start a conversation and show you care about the other person. If someone asks you, you can answer with, I'm good, thanks, how's it going with you? Try using this with friends or coworkers. It'll help you sound more relaxed and friendly. And remember, it's totally okay if you don't feel perfect. You can always say, not bad, or I'm a bit tired, but I'm okay. Sometimes people will answer with a story about their day. This is a great way to keep the conversation flowing. For example, how's it going? Pretty good. I just finished a big project at work. So don't be afraid to ask and share a little about yourself too. Next up we have, that sounds good. You'll want to use this when you agree with a plan or suggestion. For example, if someone says, let's meet at 5 o'clock, you can reply, that sounds good. I often use this when making plans with friends. It's a simple way to show you like the idea. You can also say, sounds good to me, or just, sounds good. Practice saying, that sounds good to me, or sounds good. It's a natural way to agree. Next time someone suggests something, try using this phrase. It'll make your English sound more natural. You can use it for many situations, not just plans. For example, if someone says, let's watch a movie tonight, or let's order pizza, you can say, that sounds good. It's a friendly way to keep the conversation positive. Sometimes, if you want to be even more enthusiastic, you can say, that sounds great. These are all good ways to show you agree and are happy with the idea. Moving on to another useful phrase, I'm just looking. This one is perfect to use in a store when a worker asks if you need help. For example, if someone says, can I help you? You can say, thank you, I'm just looking. This is very common in English-speaking countries. It's polite and lets the worker know you don't need help right now. I remember the first time I went shopping in another country. I was nervous, but when I said, I'm just looking, the worker smiled and let me browse around. Try this next time you go shopping. It'll help you feel more confident. If you do need help later, you can always ask, excuse me, can you help me find this? It's also okay to use this phrase in different types of stores, like clothing shops, bookstores, or even markets. People will understand that you want to look by yourself for a while. It's a small phrase, but it can make your shopping experience much easier and more comfortable. Here's one I use all the time. Let me check. This comes in handy when you need to look for information before answering. For example, if someone asks, are you free tomorrow? You can say, let me check my calendar. Or if you're not sure about something, you can say, let me check and get back to you. This shows you're thinking and want to give a correct answer. It's also a good way to give yourself a little time before you answer. I use this a lot when I'm busy or need to check my schedule. You can also use it at work. For example, let me check with my manager, or let me check the details and I'll let you know. It's a polite way to pause the conversation and make sure you have the right information. People will appreciate that you want to be accurate and helpful. So next time you're not sure, just say, let me check. Now for a really kind expression, take your time. You'll use this to tell someone they don't need to hurry. For example, if a friend is choosing food at a restaurant, you can say, take your time. It's a kind and patient thing to say. People appreciate it when you're not in a rush. I like to use this with my students when they're thinking of an answer. It helps them relax and do their best. Try saying, "Take your time" to someone today. It'll make them feel comfortable. You can also use it at work, with family, or even with strangers. For example, if someone is looking for something in their bag and you're waiting, you can say, "Take your time, I'm not in a hurry." It's a simple phrase, but it can make a big difference in how people feel. It shows you're patient and understanding, which is always a good thing in conversation. Another helpful phrase is, "It's up to you." This works well when you want someone else to decide. For example, if a friend asks, "Where should we eat?" you can say, "It's up to you." This shows you're flexible and open to their choice. I use this when I don't have a strong opinion. It's a friendly way to let the other person choose. You can also say, "Whatever you want is fine with me." Sometimes people feel pressure to make the right choice, so saying, "It's up to you," can help them feel more relaxed. You can use this phrase in many situations, like choosing a movie, a restaurant, or even a meeting time. It's a good way to show you're easygoing and want to make things comfortable for others. Try it next time you're making plans with someone. Sometimes people speak too quickly, so our next expression is really important. Could you repeat that? Use this when you didn't hear or understand something. For example, if someone speaks too fast, you can say, "Sorry, could you repeat that?" This is polite and helps you communicate better. Don't be afraid to ask people to repeat. Everyone needs to hear things again sometimes. You can also say, "Could you say that again, please?" People will be happy to help you understand. Sometimes you can add, "I'm still learning English, so could you repeat that more slowly?" Most people will appreciate your honesty and try to help. Remember, asking for repetition is normal, even for native speakers. It's better to ask than to pretend you understand. This will help you learn and have better conversations. Let's talk about a phrase that's really honest. "I'm not sure." This is perfect to use when you don't know the answer. For example, if someone asks, "Is the store open today?" you can say, "I'm not sure." This is honest and common in conversation. It's okay to not know everything. You can also say, "I don't know, but I can find out." This shows you're helpful and willing to learn. Sometimes you can add, "Let me check, and I'll let you know." People will appreciate your honesty and effort. Using this phrase makes you sound natural and confident, even when you don't have all the answers. It's better to be honest than to guess and be wrong. So, don't be afraid to say, "I'm not sure." When someone explains something clearly, you might want to say, "That makes sense." This is a great way to show you understand something or agree with an explanation. For example, if someone explains a rule, you can say, "That makes sense." This shows you're following the conversation. I use this when someone explains something new to me. It's a good way to show you understand and are listening. Try saying, "That makes sense," next time you learn something new. You can also use it to show you agree with someone's opinion or idea. For example, if a friend says, "I think we should leave early to avoid traffic," you can reply, "That makes sense." It's a simple way to keep the conversation positive and show you're paying attention. Our final expression is perfect for ending conversations. Have a good one. This is a friendly way to say goodbye. For example, when leaving a store or ending a call, you can say, "Have a good one." This is a casual and positive way to end a conversation. I like to use this instead of just saying goodbye. It sounds warm and cheerful. Try it next time you finish talking to someone. It'll leave them with a smile. You can use it with friends, coworkers, or even strangers. For example, "Thanks for your help. Have a good one." It's a small phrase, but it can make someone's day a little brighter. So don't be shy. Try using it the next time you say goodbye. So there you have it. 10 super useful English expressions for your everyday conversations. Try using just one of these each day, and before you know it, they'll become a natural part of how you speak. The more you practice, the more natural and confident your English will sound. Thanks so much for spending time with me today at English Logic Studio. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more fun English tips. I'm Anna, and I'll see you in the next video.